Hello and welcome to my video. My name is Jakia. I am the CEO and founder of Javon Services, where I serve as an online business manager to other online business owners, helping them to make their operations department run like a well-oiled machine. And part of that comes with team management, email management, operations, department management, and customer service. Um, One of those things that I teach my clients is how important it is to have your clients be able to schedule appointments with you based on your available hours. This is crucial because, for one, you're not entering it into your calendar individually. And then manually, I mean, sorry. And then for two, because it makes you look more professional. It also keeps you to be more hands off. So this is like an automated feature. And the way that I'm going to show you how to do that is by using the software called Calendly. Calendly is spelled Caldnly. So let's get into it. Let me just share my screen here. So as you can see, this is the Calendly website. You're going to go to calendly.com, and I'm going to show you from start to finish how to create your account, how to sync your calendar, and how to set it up so that when clients see your calendar, they can only see the times that you actually are available to take calls or take meetings or appointments or anything like that. So click on sign up. The first thing I use is my Gmail account, which is already typed in. I click get started. Calendly notices that it's a Gmail account, so all I have to do is put in my Gmail password, and your computer will search for it. I use LastPass, so it auto populates the password in there already. But you're just going to say allow. This allows it to sync with your calendar and be able to make edits based on that. And now that you're here, this is going to help you to create your own Calendly URL. So a Calendly URL can be used like a website URL. However, this will just be for your calendar when booking appointments with clients or anybody that you're planning to meet with. So, you want it to be whatever your business name is. Now I'm going to put my name, and because I already have a Calendly account with another one of my emails, I'm just going to put the one in front of it so that they can tell the difference and they don't get mad at it. So it just kind of sits here and it tells you what it does, how it stays connected, and it makes sure that there's no schedule conflicts based on your current calendar. And it also adds events based on your calendar that you're sharing with them. So you're just going to click continue. And now here is where you would set up your availability. What days or what times are you available? So for me, it's different for every day. So I will set that part up later. And here you would just put, what your day-to-day role is. I'm going to put freelance and consultant. If it's something else, leader or entrepreneur, we'll put that. It can be other, it doesn't really matter. I think what they use that for is to just kind of set it up how someone who uses those titles would run their business. So here's how your Calendly dashboard will look. And as you can see, they have automatically entered 3 different meeting times that you would meet with clients. These are basically the event types. So for me, I would create one to be my discovery call. So if you're like a makeup artist and you say, okay, I only want to do clients on weekends, you can name your calendar weekend makeup events or anything like that. This is just to differentiate the different calendars from each other. And the reason why you have the ability to change it, the reason why you want to have each one be different is because if you give someone your Calendly URL, they're going to be able to see all of these and you want them to select the correct one if you do not give them a URL for that specific calendar. So as you can see, I created a discovery call calendar. So I'm going to click it here. And now, in order to customize it how I want, you click what event is this? And then you can add a location. I will say if you do not have the free version of, I'm sorry, with the free version of Calendly, you do not have the permissions to do a Zoom call. With a Zoom call, it automatically puts a link there, which is really nice. But if you do not have the paid version of Calendly, it will not integrate, it won't sync with your Zoom. You will have to do that manually. So I always say either in person or phone call. Phone call works. So it'll say either the person can call you or you can call them. You want to seem as professional as possible, so you're going to say, I will call the invitee. So now that you have that down pat, you would then name this calendar. So because it's a discovery call, I'm going to name it Discovery Call. And then these colors are just the colors that it'll show up as on your calendar. So this one's yellow. I don't really have a problem with yellow. We'll keep it like that. So save and then close. The next thing you want to do is click on when these people can book an event on your calendar. So remember what I discussed earlier about the times. So these are the times that they have here already for you. You can specify these based on your availability. So right now, you can do, I say set custom hours, especially if you're a freelancer like me. Sometimes you just don't have the same times available for people. So for my discovery calls, I only do them on Tuesdays. So these other days I will check off. And then I only do them for a short period of time, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. And that's it. So you'll go in, fill in all of your availability or the times that you are only going to be available for this person to book a call, for people to book a call with you or book a time or an appointment with you. And then you also have the option to select how long this meeting is going to be. Is it going to be 15 minutes? Is it going to be 30 minutes? Is it going to be 45 minutes? Is it going to be 60 minutes? You're going to click on the custom decision if none of those match. So my discovery calls typically last about 20 minutes. So that's all I'm going to put. You can also add time buffers. And what these are is that what they are buffers so that if somebody wanted to book an event, they're not on top of each other. So say like you have an appointment at 2:20, you don't want somebody booking an appointment at 2:40 because you don't give yourself time to, kind of take a step back, finish out your notes or whatever. So what I like to do is 15 minutes before and 15 minutes after. Gives me time to prepare for each meeting. Okay. And that's pretty much all I do with that. Save and close. Now, the next thing, which is very important, so these are the top 3, what the event is, when people can book, and the invitee questions. This section is going to be very important for those of you who are service-based entrepreneurs. Specifically because there's a lot of information that you want from the client or from your customer before you talk to them, right? So if there's like a series of questions that I need to ask them before I book a call with them or before I even get on the phone with them, I will put them in this form here. So these two are automatic. These three, I'm sorry, these three are automatic. You have the option to add guests if the person has someone else they want to join with them or a team member that they want to add to the call or anything like that. You would just put their names there. And then these questions are what you would edit and critique to what you want to ask the client beforehand. So for example, if you're a graphic designer, you would probably want to put, what type of design are you looking for? Do you know your branding colors? Or the hex colors for your brands? So different things like that is something you absolutely want to consider whenever you're doing these. And they give you 10 questions. So you would list those 10 questions and then save. And for someone who is just starting out, those three will be the only things that you need to focus on. Yes, you can focus on these things such as notifications and cancellation policy, but because this is the basics of Calendly, I won't get too deep into them. So now we're going to go back. Now your discovery call is available. What you want to do is copy this link, paste it into your web browser. So now here is what people will see for you. As you can see, there's no availability there. So what you got to do is go to your calendar. And this is your Gmail account. You would go to your calendar. And now, as you can see, this calendar is already booked up with work. So, get this missed out, sorry. So now, from 2 to 5 is client work, but it's listed as my time, which is the calendar that Calendly is connected to. So remember in the beginning, it said, okay, we're going to use this as my time or whatever the name of your calendar, the first calendar in your Gmail calendar is. That is what Calendly will connect to. So in order to change this, what I'm going to do is create a new calendar specifically for client work. And go back. And now I can switch this so that it goes, so that it goes on that calendar instead of my main calendar. So now that makes me available. Those are the times where I am available for a client to book a call with me, right? Client can book a call, I can take on discovery calls, anything like that. But as you can see, I've blocked off this calendar. So my discovery call hours are actually up here, but we won't pay attention to that right now. I just want you to see how the calendar looks when someone goes to book a call with you. So we're going to refresh this. And for some reason, it's saying that because we're at the end of the month. So there we go. There's the availability. Now all your Tuesdays are available. You have 5 and 5:15 p.m. available. Let me go back to my calendar and look. Oh, that's true, right? 5 and 5:15 available. And as you can see, from 2 to 5, people can book 5 and 5:15. And that's every day. Because remember, I have my availability from 5 to 6. So if each call is for 20 minutes and I have a 15-minute buffer, I only have 2 slots available for people to book a call. So that is the basics of setting up your Calendly calendar. I hope that this video was helpful, but if not, please feel free to message me. I am very happy to walk you through it. But remember, setting up your calendar for your clients to be able to book is one of the most important things and one of the most easiest things once it's set up. It's pretty much easier from there. And I can show you guys how to block off your calendar based on like how I showed you how my calendar is already set up for that. And also so that you can see how the syncs kind of work. So I hope this video was helpful. And again, message me if you have any questions. Happy scheduling.